What's up, guys? How's it going? It's Breakout Bag Lunch. Today is March 31st, 2026. Happy April Eve and happy Tuesday. Today, unlike the past several days, we are looking at a nice profit on not just this combine that I started yesterday, but also on the one that I've been using since last week. On this new combine, we're up a little over $800. And on the old combine, we hit the daily profit target. So I'm locked out on this account. I'm just going to go over the trades and talk about next steps from there. Full disclosure, I did not follow my process properly on these trades, and I did do a bit of over trading, as you can probably tell. I'm not going to beat myself up over this, but I am going to acknowledge it and try to figure out a way to tackle this issue. Okay, in terms of the trades, we had a great trade this morning at the open of the New York session. And by the way, my bias for today was pretty bullish. We had this big, strong move upward in a trading session last night during the Asia session when positive news about the war in Iran was released, and we stayed above VWAP for the entirety of the pre-market session. So again, my bias for today was bullish. Also considering that we are breaking out of this range here from yesterday as well. On the 1 minute chart, we did have a nice setup. We had a bullish break of the 5 minute opening range, a move back down, and then a very strong momentum candle here. Now, I suppose for this first trade, I was just looking for a tiny pullback. I was expecting we would get a move up higher from here, which we did, but not quite at the time that I thought. So I exited the long here, but then I got back into the long once I saw that we had hit this golden pocket, and we had a very strong bullish reaction from this golden pocket. In fact, we had a bullish engulfing pattern, pretty much. Well, not exactly, but well, anyway, we had a very strong bullish reaction here. So I got back into the longs, and my profit target was just it was equal to about the range of this 5 minute opening range, which is about 15 points. I exited at 64.81, and this trade netted me a good profit. And here, what I was trying to do was basically buy the dip, expecting a continuation up. And while I didn't see the momentum I wanted to see, so I exited here, and same thing here. Although this exit was very late. Yeah, no, this trade was just, it wasn't responsible. I'll just admit that. This was not a good exit, since there was just a lot of risk. What I'm looking at is, it was like 15 points of risk here, 15-point loss, which is huge. And normally I'm really good with exiting trades. I was just not focused enough here. Anyway, we did get a move back down to VWAP. VWAP is a bit easier to see if I zoom out like this. It's basically around here. The charting for Topstep X is a little weird. Sometimes it doesn't display the VWAP correctly. But anyway, we had a move down below VWAP, then we had a spike back up. Sometimes VWAP will do that. A move sharply below VWAP doesn't necessarily indicate the beginning of a bearish trend. And once I saw that we had a bullish move back up and another break of the 5-minute opening range, I decided to go long again. My profit target was at 6486.25, and this is right around the first standard deviation of the VWAP band. I exited that trade, and this was the result for today for this combine. Now, obviously, these two trades here that I took they weren't ideal. The right thing to do would have been to exit this trade much earlier. And of course, it's easy to say, oh, these trades were bad, because we can look back in hindsight and see that they didn't work out. But I think the main issue was just not exiting at the right time. If I did that, I would have ended up with a lot more profit, but that's okay. We ended up with a lot of profit on this combine. This one, actually, I thought I was going to blow this one because I was so close to hitting the maximum loss limit and actually just forfeiting this account. But things worked out pretty well. And here, at this point, I was looking at shorts, a short entry, just because I saw we were making a lower high here, and we were also breaking this range. I tried entering a short a bit early up here, and I got stopped out. Now, this wasn't a huge loss, so it didn't kill me. And once I tried the short again, it worked out very well. After we had this break of this low here at 64.77, I got in the short at 64.78 and exited at 64.65. And then I took a similar trade that I took for the other combine for this VWAP bounce. And for this account, I did get in a lot earlier, which led me to more profits, obviously. I got in at 64.58.50, and then this exit here was just due to my account reaching this maximum profit target. And so these are all the trades for today. Honestly, I think all the losing days I've had kind of messed up my brain. I don't know. Before, I was very disciplined, and I wouldn't say that I followed my rules 100% every time, but I was definitely being very careful to make sure that I was sticking to my plan. But the losses, I don't know. It's almost like, why follow the rules if the rules aren't getting me to where I need to be, or to the low of trading that I want to achieve. I'm not saying this to suggest that rules aren't important. They definitely are, but yeah, I just need to revisit mine. and figure out a process that can consistently make good profits in the market. Maybe I just need a break. Who knows? In any case, I'm going to do some studying and revisit my process again. I was trading a little bit on vibes today, I'm not going to lie. Maybe that's the way to trade, though. Just have a loose plan and not really stick to very strict rules. That's something I'm going to decide later this week. But it's nice to have a nice green day. It never hurts. And I think that's all I wanted to talk about today. If you have any comments, suggestions, or any sort of feedback, please let me know. I'd love to hear it. But if not, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.